have purslane, avocado, lemon, garlic, basil, and salt and pepper. All right, we're gonna use purslane, our gift from the earth. Working on a budget, we're gonna make some wonderful, tasty food. Let's go work in the kitchen together. Today, we are going to be working on a pesto recipe, and this is gonna be a little different from maybe other pestos that you guys have had. Pesto is a fresh spread that you can often put on bread, but different pastas. The most important thing, though, for our pestos is that it's a mixture of fresh greens, herbs, you have basil, you can do arugula or different, spinach, as well as oil and garlic are kind of the main ingredients. We are going to work with some really fresh, wonderful ingredients right from literally around the corner to where we picked up our purslane and harvested it just today. I would love actually for you guys to try, if you would please, just wash these guys. Try a leaf or two. We also have some fresh basil. And how do you guys, I think that there's nothing better, honestly, than the smell of fresh basil. Especially, it's gorgeous, fresh from one of our gardeners. Instead of using oil, or instead of using maybe some cheese, different nuts, we are going to play around with some avocado. And then we're gonna just kind of finish it off with some salt and pepper and a little bit of fresh lemon. If I could get Saron, if I could get you to just kind of separate the leaves as such, because we're gonna throw these guys right in. If you could just kind of take off the leaves like that. We won't actually put the stems and process that as part of it. If you could, Kira, also work on just kind of chopping up that garlic, we can just get ready to throw everything in there. I've also known some people to, I'm gonna make a quick movement, and that way it kind of helps split it for you. And if you don't have either a food processor or a blender, you could always use a pesto basically. And if you don't have avocado on hand and it's a little difficult to find it at the store at the time, you can always just substitute some pine nuts maybe, or just some walnuts, whatever kind of fun nuts you'd like to try, or some oil. I'm gonna see, Denise, if you would care to cut up this avocado and take the pit out. Do you like a fancy way of that? Can I also show you a surprise? Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be, bam, and we twist it like that. Bam, that is probably my favorite trick in life. Then you can also just use a spoon to kind of scoop it out like that. I love to have pesto right on, like if you just want to broil or just kind of have the top heat for just sliced vegetables, whether it's zucchini or eggplant especially. I love to do that. Just put it in the oven on broil for a little bit so that the top is nice and crisp. And then actually spread on the pesto on that, and then maybe sprinkle it with some cheese if you haven't already put it in, or maybe just throw some slices of tomato on there, and I think it's awesome. I'm just gonna throw these leaves of the purslane right in here. Washed it off. It is looking brilliant. Took off most of the stems. And maybe throw in some basil leaves. Give it a beautiful. Why don't you go ahead and put in all of that garlic? I would love it. The first time I made this, I was told to calm it down a little bit on the garlic, so we will be careful and just put in as much as you have there, and then we can always taste it and check it. Thank you so much, darling. But yes. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit more salt and pepper now that it's kind of a little bit more well mixed. A little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. Getting ready to actually spread our wonderful pesto on some lovely bread. So I'm just getting it right out of this blender right here, putting it in a bowl so that everyone can put it on some fresh bread. Yeah. hopefully not too much garlic, right? We're okay? We're liking it? What do we think of the taste around? Alright, everybody. And thanks so much. What we made here, we have the fresh pesto that we made just today with the purslane we harvested right from the garden today. It's got some wonderful avocado, some fresh lemon juice, salt and pepper, garlic, fresh garlic, and just mix it all together with a little bit of basil, also from our garden. So just really using fresh produce, things that we can get every day right from the ground, actually, our edible weed with our lovely purslane. So really nutritious and wonderful on fresh bread. A little bit of cheese.
Can you put the full in your bowls for me, the pesto?
Like stress on it. It's like an omelette, but she finishes under the broil, so it's called a frittata.
It's extraordinary. It's just amazing that what we've created in just a couple of hours. Using local resources and people, creativity.
So light and fluffy.
Very good. This meal is so elegant. I feel like I should have a fabulous dress on to go with my fabulous hat.
Dynamite.
I like it. I like it. It's like, it's different. It's something I never tried before. So for that, it's lit.
Thank you, neighborhood chef.